Have you ever considered how a disaster can change the course of history? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? Disasters by their very nature are unpredictable and often unfathomable in their magnitude. They have the power to alter civilizations, reshape landscapes, and irrevocably change lives, often in the blink of an eye. Consider for a moment the vast and ever-changing landscape of our planet. Now imagine it being drastically altered by a single event. A powerful earthquake that splits the ground beneath our feet, a volcanic eruption that engulfs entire cities in molten lava, a hurricane that wipes away communities in a single, furious sweep, or a tsunami that swallows coastlines whole. These are not mere hypotheticals, but the harsh and brutal realities that have been experienced by countless civilizations throughout history. The unpredictability of these disasters is what makes them so devastating. They strike without warning, leaving in their wake a trail of destruction and despair. And yet, in the face of such adversity, humanity has often shown an incredible ability to adapt, rebuild, and grow stronger. In this video, we are going to explore some of the most significant disasters in the world. We will take a closer look at the events that led up to them, the immediate impact they had, and the long-term effects they left behind. It's a journey that will take us across continents and through time, shedding light on the sheer power and unpredictability of Mother Nature and the resilience of the human spirit. Disasters may be unpredictable, but their impact is undeniable. They serve as stark reminders of our vulnerability in the face of nature's raw power, but also of our ability to recover, rebuild, and rise from the ashes. So buckle up and prepare yourself for a journey that will both shock and inspire you. Join us as we journey through time, revisiting some of the most devastating disasters in history. We start our journey in 79 AD with the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. In the heart of Italy, nestled near the vibrant city of Naples, Vesuvius roared to life, spewing smoke, ash, and molten rock miles into the sky. This wasn't just an eruption, it was a cataclysm, a force of nature unrivaled in its destructive power. In mere hours, the bustling, thriving city of Pompeii was buried under a layer of ash and pumice, preserving it in a macabre tableau of daily Roman life. The tragedy of Pompeii is underscored by the sheer scale of the disaster. An estimated 16,000 lives were lost, swallowed by the fiery maw of Vesuvius. But from this tragedy, a silver lining emerged. The ash-entombed city has become an archaeological treasure trove, offering a unique snapshot of Roman life, frozen in time. The Vesuvius eruption set a precedent for how we understand and study volcanic disasters. Fast forward to the year 1906, and we find ourselves in San Francisco. A city known for its charm and beauty, it was about to witness one of the most devastating natural disasters in history. On the morning of April 18th, a seismic disturbance of monumental proportions rattled the city. The San Francisco earthquake, a force of nature with an estimated magnitude of 7.9, and the ensuing fire, tore through the city with a devastating fury. Buildings crumbled, roads split open, and fires raged, consuming entire neighborhoods. It was a scene of unimaginable chaos and destruction. The city was forever altered, with estimates suggesting that over 80% of San Francisco was destroyed. Yet from the ashes and rubble, the city rose again, reshaping and rebuilding itself. This disaster marked a turning point in earthquake research and preparedness. It served as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the need for humanity to respect and prepare for it. Our next stop is the year 1986 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Picture a normal spring day in the Soviet Union, the air buzzing with the mundane magic of life unfolding. Little did anyone know that this day would mark a catastrophic event in human history. On the 26th of April, a safety test at the power plant spiraled out of control. Due to fatal design flaws and operator errors, reactor number 4 exploded, causing a nuclear meltdown. The blast was equivalent to 500 Hiroshima bombs, releasing a radioactive cloud that drifted over much of western USSR and Europe. The immediate aftermath was horrifying. 2 plant workers died on the night of the explosion, and 28 more succumbed to acute radiation sickness in the following weeks. But the disaster didn't stop there. It was a monster that fed on time, its impact stretching far into the future. Over the next several years, thousands of people developed cancer and other health complications from the radiation. The surrounding area, once bustling with life, turned into a ghost town as it was evacuated and cordoned off. Even today, the exclusion zone remains largely uninhabitable. But the Chernobyl disaster didn't just affect human life and the environment, it also sparked a global conversation on the use and safety of nuclear power. countries around the world began to reevaluate their nuclear programs, tightening safety regulations and investing in research to prevent similar incidents. Chernobyl also prompted greater transparency in the international nuclear community. The disaster exposed the Soviet Union's secretive nuclear industry and led to calls for more openness about nuclear accidents, helping to establish a global culture of nuclear safety. Yet despite these changes, Chernobyl's legacy is ultimately one of caution. The disaster serves as a grim reminder of the potential devastation when we underestimate the power we wield. As we continue to harness the atom for energy, we must remember the lessons of Chernobyl. It's a testament to the high price of negligence and the enduring consequences of our actions. Chernobyl remains a stark reminder of the potential dangers of nuclear power. In 2004, an undersea earthquake triggered a disaster that affected several countries. The day after Christmas, a day usually filled with joy and laughter, was marred by a catastrophe of unparalleled scale. An undersea earthquake off the coast of northern Sumatra in Indonesia, with a magnitude of over 9 on the Richter scale, set off a series of devastating tsunamis. These gigantic waves, some reaching the height of a 10-story building, swept across 14 countries bordering the Indian Ocean. The devastation was, to put it mildly, overwhelming. In a matter of hours, coastal communities were wiped off the map. Vibrant tourist destinations turned into ghost towns, and bustling cities succumbed to chaos. Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India bore the brunt of the disaster, with Indonesia being the hardest hit. The death toll was staggering, with over 200,000 lives lost and millions left homeless. In the aftermath of this horrific event, the global community rallied together in an unprecedented show of unity. International aid poured in from all corners of the globe, from governments, NGOs, and individuals alike. Rescue teams were dispatched, relief goods were sent, and funds were raised. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, our ability to come together in times of dire need, and our collective efforts to rebuild and recover. Even today, nearly 2 decades later, the recovery efforts continue. Areas once ravaged by the disaster have been rebuilt and repopulated, yet the scars of the 2004 tsunami are still visible. It's a constant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, our capacity to face adversity head-on and rise from the ashes, stronger than ever. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was a stark reminder of the power nature holds over us. It taught us that while we may strive for mastery over our environment, we are, at the end of the day, at the mercy of the natural world. It's a lesson we should never forget as we continue our journey on this shared home we call Earth. From volcanic eruptions to nuclear disasters, our history is marked by these significant events. Each disaster we've explored today, whether it be the eruption of Vesuvius, the San Francisco earthquake, the Chernobyl disaster, or the Indian Ocean tsunami, has left an indelible mark on our world. These events have not only altered landscapes and claimed lives, but they've also shaped societies, influenced policies, and driven scientific and technological advancements. The unpredictability of these disasters is a stark reminder of the power and capriciousness of nature. Yet it's not just about the unpredictability but also the immense impact they have. Each disaster has a ripple effect that extends far beyond the immediate damage, causing economic, environmental, and societal repercussions that can be felt for years, even decades after the event. However, in the face of such adversity, the resilience and ingenuity of humanity shine through. From each disaster we learn, we adapt, and we grow. We've developed early warning systems, improved building standards, and enhanced disaster response strategies. We've come to understand the importance of preparedness, of having contingency plans in place, and of investing in recovery efforts. These disasters serve as poignant reminders of our vulnerability, but also our strength. They force us to recognize our limitations, to respect the forces of nature, and to understand the interconnectedness of our world. Each one is a lesson, a tragic and costly lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. In the end, it's not the disasters we should focus on, but rather, what we take away from them. It's about the lessons learned, the changes made, and the resilience shown. It's about turning adversity into opportunity, tragedy into triumph, and disaster into a catalyst for change. As we continue to learn from these disasters, we hope to better prepare for the future, whatever it may hold.